Hey, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. It's been hard for me to post. I'm gonna try to get this video posted today if I can. We had a bad storm up here in Michigan. It was a tornado. Thank God, my house and my family's house and a lot of people's house is fine, but there is some damage. There was no damage in my neighborhood, but in some other areas there were. Um, but it knocked the power out. So we've been without power now for going on 3 days. So no power, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. And yesterday there were gas stations and stores closed. It was hard for me to find a gas station. It was hard for me to find stores that was open. It's been rough. I thank God that we're all safe and our homes are still intact and everything. So that's a blessing. But it's just hard going without electricity. Not to mention, uh, I'm probably gonna have to throw all my food away in the refrigerator because anything over 24 hours in the refrigerator with it being turned off is yeah. So I'm gonna have to throw. I don't know about the freezer. I'm gonna try to pick up some ice and probably maybe put it in the freezer, but I don't know. It's probably gonna have to pitch a lot of stuff. Well, I guess I was due to clean out the refrigerator anyway. Yeah. So yeah, and I had just went to the store. I didn't make a big grocery trip, but I did buy some grocery items just before the storm. So yeah, I guess it is what it is. Anywho, so I'm gonna try to get this video uploaded today if I can. Today is Saturday, uh, May the 17th, so 2025. So I'm gonna try to get this video uploaded today if I can. And on top of that, I have this cold because this weather keeps changing up here in Michigan. So I've been congested. I ain't been able to drink my tea because I've been having a hard time finding hot water, and uh, we don't realize how important something is until we lose it. You don't realize. We kind of take things for granted. We take things for granted, and we don't realize the importance of it until it's gone and we don't have it anymore. So luckily the Wi-Fi, I can charge my phone in the car, and the Wi-Fi still kind of works. It's kind of janky, the Wi-Fi on my phone, but it still kind of works, so I'm able to still catch my videos and stuff like that. So I got some entertainment, plus I be doing my reading. So my mother's freaking out because she can't watch her Andy Griffith. She's kind of losing it because she loves her Andy Griffith, boy. She has that Andy Griffith on rotation. And she's kind of freaking out because she can't watch it. So hopefully, they gave me an update. They said, because I get the uh, alerts on my phone, and the last update they gave me was tomorrow, Sunday, the 18th, at in the morning. No, was it or 12:30 in the afternoon? Cause like it knocked like practically the whole city. The city. It didn't knock the outer areas out, but yeah. So there's thousands and thousands of people without power. So it's rough. It's rough. The best thing we can do is yeah. You got to eat out because you can't cook. I'm thinking about throwing some meat on the grill tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Maybe buy some meat and maybe throw something on the grill. Yeah, but that's pretty much all you can do is either cook on the grill or take out, get takeout because you can't cook. So yeah, it's rough. It's hard, but I've been without electricity before. I'm just glad that the weather is halfway decent. It's really hard to go. It's really hard in the wintertime because, well, it's rough when you don't have no heat. If it's in the dead of winter, you pretty much can't even stay in your house if it's that cold. And so you got to figure out a place to go when it's in the dead of winter. But I'm glad that the weather is springtime, and then the weather is kind of warm, even though today it's cold. It was over 80 degrees yesterday. Now today it's freezing out. Go figure. It's freezing and it's raining. Yeah, go figure. So I had to change my clothes. I put my capris on. And I had to go put my pants back on. I didn't realize because I can't get the weather report. I can't get the weather report because I can get it on my phone, but I can't get it. I can't get it at home or anything. And not to mention my alarm system is knocked out at the house, so that makes me a little nervous because I can't see. I have cameras. I have cameras all around my house. Plus, I have an alarm system, and I can't see my cameras, and that makes me nervous. But it was like going home yesterday with no street lights. It's really spooky, and where I live is like kind of a wooded area. So it's really, really, it was so spooky driving last night, and I was like, "Oh Lord, protect us in the name of Jesus." And so I gotta go out and I gotta go grab some more candles. I think the Walmart store is open, so yeah, because I don't think that area got hit. So their power, and I think they got generators anyway, so they're still going. So I'm gonna go grab some candles. I already had candles because I use candles almost every day or on a regular basis anyway, but I didn't have, I wasn't stocked up like I should have been. So I'm gonna invest in some of those oil lamps. I'm gonna invest in some of those oil lamps, like they had in the olden days. So when the power goes out, you put oil in them. I had one a long time ago, but it got broken. You put oil in it, and then it's like a wick, and you turn it up, and then you can light it up. Like they had in the olden days. I'm gonna invest in a couple of those, for the just in case the storm goes out. This is just teaching me to be better prepared. It's just teaching me to be better prepared because when the tornado happened, I had my grandson's mom is staying with me, and so her and the children went down to the basement, and it just dawned on me I ain't got no water. I took a little bottle of water, and it had that much water in it. And I said, now June, what if you guys are stuck down here for a few days? How far you think that's gonna get you? It's like you don't take it seriously, and our area usually don't get hit that much because where I live, we're like in a valley, so tornadoes typically go over us, but still, you just never know. You just never know. And then I'm starting to think about my coverage on my house, and I started thinking about all that, and I was like, oh my God, it's like, oh Lord. So it's like I got to be better prepared because I got to make sure that I have water like in the basement. Maybe to get some non-perishables to put down there. Um, you just never know. We have to be better prepared for storms. You have to be better prepared. Like make sure if you have a basement, make sure you got bottled water, non-perishables. I heard that they had those emergency food kits, and they last for years. It's like these emergency food kits, and they last for years, just in case there's a natural disaster or something like that. Um, It's the way they package the food. It lasts a long time, so you can keep it a long time. So I'm thinking about in looking into something like that. Maybe put it in the basement and some non-perishables and some bottled waters. And it just made me realize that I need to be better prepared just in case. I said, now June, I got this bottled water. It was about a bottle like this size, but it was a different kind. It was like a bottle this size, but it was a different kind. It was a different kind of water. Only had about that much water in it. I said, now June, how long do you think that's gonna last? What if you get stuck in this basement? How long do you think that's gonna last? You just don't think. You don't think. It's like you just don't think. And so it just makes me realize that in the future, I need to be better prepared. And then I bring one candle down there. Now, how long do I think one candle gonna last? So thank God the tornado didn't hit my neighborhood. The tornado didn't hit my neighborhood at all. But this neighborhood across town from where I live, it got hit pretty bad. That neighborhood got hit bad. There was trees all in the road and everything. But there's a lot of down power lines and everything like that. So, but I thank God our neighborhood didn't get hit at all. And there was no trees that fell or anything. So, I just thank God for that because I sure was praying. And my mom's house is okay and everything, and my son's house is okay. So thank God for that. I thank God for that. Thank God that everybody is okay and everything like that. But it just makes me realize that we need to be better prepared. Make sure that you have these things in order. If you don't have a basement, make sure you got plenty of bottled water, candles, and things. Now I did have an emergency, but it wouldn't charge good. I ordered off of Amazon one of those emergency. You could charge your phone up to it. It has a flashlight on it. I was able to listen to the radio, get the weather report on the radio. It has a little radio on it, a flashlight. It even has an emergency thing where a siren where you can push a button and it goes, and it had a charging port so I could charge my phone. But I didn't have the doggone thing charged up. I said, now June, how far? You gotta make sure these. So I got on my own. I got on myself. I'm like, June, you gotta make sure that this thing is charged up. And I do have some lanterns, but I don't have batteries for them. So, like these little portable lanterns, they just need batteries. So I gotta make sure I got plenty of batteries on hand. And for my lanterns, I'm gonna invest in some oil lamps. I'm gonna make sure I got bottled water and some non-perishables in my basement just in case there is a tornado and I'm stuck down there for a few days. It's just making sure that you're fully prepared just in case there is a natural disaster. And you're just making sure that you're fully prepared and things like that. Even if you can keep stuff in your car, keep things in your car. They say in the wintertime you're supposed to keep a blanket in your car just in case your car shuts off in the wintertime. You can keep warm. I mean, how many of us do that? So, I mean, it's just we don't really think about these things until they happen. So it's good to be prepared. It's good to be prepared because you never know what's going to happen. And this tornado just happened all of a sudden. I don't know. I take that back. I did know that it was going to happen. Because I heard it, they was talking about it on the news for a couple of days. But, I mean, Lord, it's a big inconvenience. And then I have this cold. And so now I got to figure out how I'm going to get some hot water so I can drink my tea. So it's just, it's hard being without electricity. Donald Trump needs to cut our lights back on. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. But it's just a matter, you just got to hurry up and wait. It's a situation to where you just got to hurry up and wait. You know, the emergency crews can only work as fast as they, I mean, they're working as fast as they can. And it is what it is. It's a lot of people that's without power in my city. So they said all over Michigan. Well, not all over Michigan, but a pretty good portion of Michigan is without power. Yeah, a pretty good portion of Michigan is without power. So it's a lot of people, and we only have one electrical company in my city. We only got one. So yeah. So just letting you guys know that you need to be better prepared. Be better prepared. Because make sure that you're prepared, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's, because I didn't start thinking about all that stuff until we're sitting in the basement. And then that's when reality hit me. It's like, dang, I need to make sure I got some waters down here and stuff. And I did have some almond milk in my, I guess I have a refrigerator in the basement. I did have some almond milk in there. Push come to shove, I could have drank that, but I was nowhere near as prepared as I should have been. You know, had we been stuck down there a few days, we would have been screwed. So it's just, yeah, making sure that you're prepared. Make sure that you're prepared. If in event there is a storm, a major storm, a natural disaster, or whatever, try to be as prepared as you possibly can. Sometimes you could be prepared and still, you know, but just make sure you're prepared, especially if you live in a tornado-prone city. Some places are prone to earthquakes. We prone to tornadoes and severe thunderstorms up here and snowstorms. So we gotta make sure that we're prepared for stuff like that. You know, because we already know every year is gonna happen. Last year was a bad year for tornadoes. Last year was a terrible year for tornadoes. So we just got to make sure that we're better prepared, because we already know these things are going to happen. You know, because it happens every year. We get tornado warnings and stuff like that. So, and last year it was some people that actually in another city. It was actually some people that had some severe damage to their homes and stuff. So, yeah, make sure you have renter's insurance. Make sure you have renter's insurance. If you're a homeowner, make sure you have homeowner's insurance. And I don't want to hear no excuses. I can't afford it. You can't afford not to have it. You cannot afford not to have it. My renter's policy is only, I think, $30 a month for my renter's policy. I think is all I pay. Homeowners, pretty soon I'll be owning my house, so my homeowners will be more expensive. So yeah, that's all I pay for my renter's policy. Homeowners is a little bit more, but it's worth it. It's worth it, because if you have damage to your house, if if something happens to my house, they'll put me up in a hotel. They'll try to find another place for me to stay, and yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And you want to make sure that you have either if you're renting, a renter's policy and a homeowner's. If you own your home, you cannot afford not to have it. Don't say I can't afford it. You can't afford not to have it. It's very important, just like life insurance. Life insurance is important too. You know, a lot of people don't think about life insurance. I can't afford it. You can't afford not to. Colonial Penn has that commercial. Colonial Penn, I don't know if everybody's seen that commercial. They have life insurance policies for you can get $30,000 for like about less than $10 a month. So there's no excuse. There's really no excuse to have not to have life insurance. You know, it's like you spend $30 a month just on food or whatever, you know, fast food or coffee. Some people spend that over that in coffee. So if you can afford that, you can afford life insurance. Even if you get a basic $30,000 policy, have some type of life insurance because the Bible says tomorrow is not promised to us. So I've seen too many times where somebody passes away and folks their family got to put up GoFundMe. Even children. I had life insurance on my kids. I had life insurance on my kids. Even children, you should have life insurance. Yes, it's not something we don't want. This really should be a separate video. It's really something that we don't really want to think about. Who wants to think about death? But death is a reality. The Bible says tomorrow is not promised to us. It's a reality. And so it's actually a loving provision for our loved ones. So they don't have to, they're already going to be mourning. And then they got to worry about how they're going to pay for your funeral on top of that. That's not okay. That's not okay. I don't want my sons to have to worry about how they're going to bury me if something happens to me. And they already got to mourn me. Then on top of that, they got to worry about how they're going to bury me. That's not okay. And I don't want to do that to my sons, you know. So I make sure that I pay my life insurance every month. And I'm telling you, it's important because tomorrow is not promised to us. We could be here today and gone tomorrow. And so you want to if you have a spouse or whatever, kids, make sure that when you pass away, they have enough funds to bury you. You know, $30,000 policy don't cost that much. Okay? So it's not, don't say you can't afford it. You can't afford not to. Flip it. Say I can't, because that's what I told myself. I cannot afford not to have life insurance because I don't want my sons to have to put up GoFundMes to bury me. That's stressful. Don't do that to your family. Don't do your family like that. It's not loving. Don't do them that way. But anywho, I was going to talk about something else, but I guess that can be in another video. Give you guys an update. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys be blessed.